This week's Parsha, Mishpatim, or judgments, are unlike the principles pronounced last week in the Ten Commandments. Judgments are complex structures, weighing principles against each other to produce law. Take, for example, the principles of personal freedom and obligation. Both are necessary conditions for living well in modern society, but they live in tension within society and within the soul. The first of the judgments given to the Israelites in our Parsha lays down the laws for the institution of slavery in ancient Israel. And yet the description of the slave's condition is so far removed from the cruel and immoral institution from which the Israelites just escaped as to make us wonder why the term slave is used at all. A Hebrew slave served his master for 6 years, after which the master had to free him. A parallel passage in Leviticus forbids the master to work him harshly, bifarech, evoking a clear condemnation of Egyptian slavery. There's one crucial exception to the command of freeing the slave. A slave whose wife belongs to the master's household and who declares his love for his master and his family may choose to remain. The decision is voluntary. It was marked by a ceremony in which the slave's ear was pierced. Now, my reading of these verses is that the piercing did not necessarily diminish the slave's status, and perhaps just the opposite, in the same way as a brit milah, a circumcision, is a permanent bodily mark of membership in a unique covenantal community. The piercing marked a choice to become a permanent member of the household. And that leads me to think that perhaps the piercing ceremony is really the more common and natural option, to choose to remain. Now I'm thinking about a young person who comes to a new job, which he took to get experience or to hone skills, to build the CV, at a low salary, but having arrived alone for a new job and new surroundings, in time develops relationships, meets a soul mate, develops friendships with co-workers, loyalty to a decent employer. After a few years in this setting, the young worker is given an opportunity to make partner or is tenured, marking a more permanent relationship. Perhaps that person who arrived free of any attachment might leave that way, remaining a free agent to pursue their dreams. But like the Hebrew slaves of yore, my sense is the more natural choice is to remain, having decided along the way that these new ties are the kind that bind. In Tractate Menachot, the Talmudic sages taught 3 blessings to recite each morning at dawn. Blessed are you, Lord our God, King of the world. 1, who did not make me a non-Jew. 2, who did not make me a slave. 3, who did not make me a woman. For the first blessing, the sage Rabbi Meir used an alternative formulation, who made me an Israelite, rather than who did not make me a non-Jew. And this is often found today in liberal Sidurim, alongside who made me free, who made me according to his will, instead of the second and third negative formulations. And this emphasizes personal identity and freedom as the overriding blessing in our lives. But most of the sages preferred the negative formulation, because to them, what non-Jews, Hebrew slaves, and women had in common in their world was that they were not required to observe all the mitzvot, whereas Jewish men were obligated to observe all of them. That obligation is what best defined for them a meaningful life. So, read in this way, both the beginning of Parashat Mishpatim and now the discussion in Tractate Menachot lead us to the same fundamental question. Is the ultimate meaning of our lives going to be manifest in the exercise of free agency, of pursuing our dreams, or is it found in the obligations that we acquire and assume along the way? The answer is complex, intimate, and personal, not black or white, but our ability to resolve the tension, to find the right balance between these principles, and form a judgment a mishpat, will be the bottom line in determining the meaning of our lives. Shavua Tov from Schechter.